Module 2, Legal and Ethical Considerations. Welcome back. In Module 1, we explored the exciting world of digital forensics and incident response. Now, in Module 2, we're going to shift our focus to the critical legal and ethical considerations that underpin this field. Get ready to navigate the complexities of digital evidence, ethical dilemmas, and compliance requirements. Let's dive in. Digital forensics isn't just about technical skills. This module will focus on to navigate the legal and ethical challenges you'll encounter. We'll explore the legal implications of digital evidence, the complexities of ethical conduct, and complying with relevant laws and regulations. By the end of this module, you'll be well prepared to handle digital evidence with integrity and professionalism. Learning objectives. By the end of this module, you'll be able to define digital evidence, explain the legal requirements for admissibility of digital evidence in court, identify ethical standards and principles in digital forensics, recognize and address ethical dilemmas, understand the importance of compliance with laws and regulations, and apply legal and ethical considerations in digital forensics. Digital evidence and admissibility. Digital evidence is any information stored or transmitted in digital form that can be used as evidence in legal proceedings. What constitutes digital evidence? Well, digital evidence encompasses any information stored or transmitted in binary form that can be used in a legal context. This includes emails, text messages, documents, images, videos, location data, social media posts, and internet browsing history. How is digital evidence admissible in court? For digital evidence to be admissible in court, it must be relevant, reliable, and authentic. It must also be obtained and handled in a manner that preserves its integrity and prevents tampering. In a fraud investigation, a forensic investigator recovers deleted financial records from a suspect's computer. To ensure admissibility, the investigator documents the chain of custody, uses validated forensic tools, and maintains a detailed log of all actions taken. Admissibility of digital evidence. The following are key factors to ensure that digital evidence is admissible in legal proceedings. 1. The evidence must be relevant to the case at hand, meaning it must have a logical connection to the facts being disputed. 2. Authenticity. It must be proven that the evidence is genuine and has not been altered or tampered with. This often involves establishing a chain of custody to track the handling of the evidence. 3. Integrity. The data must be accurate and reliable. This requires that the evidence has not been corrupted or modified in any way. 4. Reliability. The method in which the evidence was collected must be reliable. This means that the tools and procedures used to obtain the evidence must be scientifically sound. 5. Adherence to legal procedures. The evidence must be obtained legally, in compliance with relevant laws and regulations, such as those governing search and seizure. Case study. Real-world cases highlight the importance of proper evidence handling. Mishandling evidence can lead to its inadmissibility, jeopardizing investigations and allowing perpetrators to escape justice. In a high-profile hacking case, improperly collected evidence was dismissed in court, leading to the acquittal of the defendant. This case underscores the importance of following proper procedures and maintaining the integrity of digital evidence. Case Study 2, Digital Evidence and Admissibility in the TechCorp Espionage. TechCorp, a leading software development firm, suspects a former senior developer, Alex, of stealing proprietary source code and client databases before resigning to join their direct competitor, Rival Innovations. TechCorp's internal IT security team noticed unusual outbound data transfers from Alex's workstation in the days leading up to his departure. They also found suspicious email activity from his corporate account to a personal email address. TechCorp immediately contacted law enforcement. Detective Miller, a certified digital forensics expert, was assigned to the case. Digital evidence collected. Detective Miller, with a valid search warrant, seized several items from Alex's former workstation and home. 1. Alex's workstation hard drive, being the primary source, was suspected of containing the stolen code and evidence of data exfiltration. 2. Alex's personal laptop was seized from his home, suspected of receiving the stolen data. 3. USB flash drive was also found in Alex's desk drawer at TechCorp. It was believed to be used for transferring data. 4. TechCorp server logs. Records of network activity, including Alex's login times, data transfer volumes, and access to specific files. 5. Corporate email archives. This included Alex's work email communications. 6. Chat logs containing messages from TechCorp's internal communication platform between Alex and an unknown external contact. The challenge: admissibility in court. During the trial, Alex's defense attorney argues that all digital evidence presented by the prosecution is inadmissible, claiming it was tampered with, is unreliable, or lacks proper documentation. Best evidence rule: originality. While physical originals are straightforward, digital evidence often involves copies. Courts generally accept exact duplicates, forensic images, if the original system cannot be brought to court and the copy's integrity is proven. The case of the TechCorp espionage highlights that while digital evidence is abundant and powerful, its legal utility is entirely dependent on its admissibility. Meticulous adherence to digital forensic best practices, including the use of write blockers, cryptographic hashing, thorough documentation, and a clear chain of custody, is paramount. Without these steps, even compelling digital evidence can be challenged and excluded, potentially undermining the entire case. Therefore, understanding and applying the principles of relevance, authenticity, integrity, reliability, and chain of custody are fundamental for anyone involved in collecting, preserving, or presenting digital evidence in a legal setting. Significance for professionals. Understanding digital evidence is crucial for various professionals, including cybersecurity analysts, IT managers, law enforcement officers, and legal professionals. It ensures that investigations are conducted effectively and that digital evidence can be used to support legal proceedings. There is also need to work closely with legal counsel to ensure that all evidence is handled in a manner that complies with legal requirements. Now that we understand the legal implications of digital evidence, let's explore the ethical considerations that guide our actions in this field. Ethical conduct in digital forensics. Ethical conduct is paramount in digital forensics. It ensures that investigations are conducted with integrity, fairness, and respect for individual rights. Ethical standards and principles. Digital forensic professionals are guided by ethical standards and principles, such as objectivity, impartiality, confidentiality, and respect for privacy. These principles ensure that investigations are conducted in a responsible and trustworthy manner. A forensic investigator discovers personal information unrelated to the investigation while examining a suspect's computer. They adhere to ethical standards by respecting the individual's privacy and not disclosing or misusing the information. Ethical dilemmas and decision-making. Digital forensic investigations often present ethical dilemmas. Professionals must carefully consider the potential consequences of their actions and make informed decisions that uphold ethical principles. Let's look at a situation where an incident response manager faces a dilemma when deciding whether to disclose a data breach to the public. Now, they must weigh the potential harm of the breach against the potential damage to the company's reputation if the information is disclosed. Open communication and consultation. Open communication and consultation with colleagues, legal counsel, and other stakeholders are essential for navigating ethical challenges. Seeking diverse perspectives and guidance helps ensure that decisions are made in accordance with ethical standards. Unethical conduct can have serious consequences, including damage to reputation, legal liability, and loss of public trust. It can also undermine the integrity of investigations and jeopardize the pursuit of justice. A forensic investigator who fabricates evidence or withholds crucial information can face disciplinary action, legal charges, and damage their professional reputation. Now, let's delve into the complexities of complying with laws and regulations in digital forensics. Compliance with laws and regulations. Digital forensic investigations must comply with a complex web of laws and regulations, including data protection laws, privacy laws, and industry-specific regulations. 1. Data protection and privacy laws. Laws like Global Data Protection Regulation, Nigeria Data Protection Regulation, NDPR, and CCPA protect personal data and regulate how it can be collected, processed, and stored. 2. Industry-specific regulations. Certain industries, such as healthcare and finance, have specific regulations that govern the handling of sensitive data. Digital forensic investigations in these sectors must comply with these regulations to ensure data security and privacy. 3. International and cross-border considerations. Digital evidence often crosses borders, raising complex legal challenges. Digital forensic professionals must be aware of the legal frameworks in different jurisdictions and ensure compliance. 4. Consequences of noncompliance. Noncompliance with laws and regulations can result in severe penalties, including fines, legal action, and reputational damage. It can also undermine the credibility of investigations and jeopardize the admissibility of digital evidence in court. And that concludes Module 2. We've explored the legal and ethical landscape of digital forensics, highlighting the importance of responsible conduct, compliance with laws and regulations, and ethical decision-making. In our next module, we will delve deeper into specific forensic techniques and tools. Stay tuned.